friends, and welcome back. You are on the air with 2 Minute Tip Talk. I am your host, Helena Richardson, CEO and web strategist with HRichnetworks. Learn more about our products and services by visiting our website at www.HRichnetworks.com. So, guys, since I'm building this community as it continues to grow, I would like to invite you to join my very special live stream for small businesses. Spotlight your business products and tips. Yes, you too can showcase your business here live simply by clicking on the link inside of this post and sign up. So, you know what, guys? With that said, I have the spotlight today is on KK Whole Life Beauty LLC. And group master classes. By the way, guys, KK and I are from New Orleans.
Yeah, hey,
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. So, guys, help me give a warm welcome to KK.
Hello, everyone.
So, KK, how is your
That's a lot of applause.
very excited and still clapping. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So, how are things going today for you?
Oh, things are great. Busy season for makeup artists, weddings.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
this time of year, people love having corporate branding shoots for their website pages, their social media profile picture, and they like to be able to go outside or go to the train station or go to some place like even standing outside of their building against the brick on a beautiful day. So I've been really busy doing hair and makeup for corporate branding sessions. Senior portraits is a big deal now.
Oh,
Do you know how
wow.
many high school seniors are having an entire day-long photo shoot?
I can
So,
only imagine.
yeah, plus a wedding. So it's been a lot of fun. I had 2 clients today. I had 2 weddings over the weekend, plus a maternity photo shoot. So yeah, it's been great.
Wow. And it is a lot of graduations that's going on now.
Mhm.
In my family, I have 3 graduates that's all been graduating around the same time. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
So tell me a little bit about whole life beauty. What is it and how can we benefit from it? I know you say that it uses clean and non-toxic beauty products. So tell us about that.
Yeah. So first time I said, "Hey, I'm KK with Whole Life Beauty." Somebody said, "Do you sell life insurance? You sell whole life insurance?" And I'm like, "No." But I'm someone who has been through a major health crisis and had to learn how to read all the labels. And this was
Mhm.
back in the 90s. And, I got with a nutritionist who said, what you put on your skin ends
Hmm.
up in your body. Okay.
Wow.
And it
Yes.
takes 20 hours to actually leave your body. Well, you put something on in the morning, like a skincare cream, and then you do it again 12 hours later before you go to bed. It accumulates because it hasn't had a full 20 hours to leave. And if it's not clean, non toxic ingredients, it can either be causing or adding to all kinds of hormonal problems, hormonal
Mm.
cancers, yeah,
Mm.
thyroid problems. They
Yeah.
have actually traced certain ingredients back to certain sicknesses that are pretty serious, and autoimmune disease, believe it or
Mm.
not. And when I first went through my health crisis, it was the late 90s. So, you could only get the really clean stuff from a health food store, and everything smelled like incense and melted off your face in 2 hours. You know what I mean? And because of social media, because of the internet and people all talking, oh, I was told I shouldn't use parabens. I was told I shouldn't use this ingredient or that ingredient. It put a demand on the makeup companies to have to do better. So there's a lot more to choose from now. So about 4 years ago, I said, I have a lot to choose from now. I'm going to make the commitment and put on my clients what I put on myself. And I cleaned out my makeup kit. It was an expensive clean out, but I'm committed. And so I have all kinds of people who come to me who specifically have cancers or they're pregnant. And they seek me out because they want a clean beauty makeup artist. Clean beauty meaning I vet the ingredients. There's no labeling laws, believe it or not. You can say all natural on a jar of cream, and that's not necessarily true. You can say vegan, non-toxic, all this kind of stuff, and it's like, yeah, but you know what else is in there? That's not good for you. So I also teach classes on how to learn how to look for this stuff. So
Yes. So in your classes, you know that you do private classes, you do group classes. So what are some just specific things that the folks will learn in the class or that you're doing in the class itself?
Okay, so a lot of times when people come to me and they say, I can't get a foundation to ever sit right on my skin, it never looks good, I'm hearing, let's start with your skincare. Oh, I love my skincare. I'm like, you probably do, but let's start with your skincare, because it sounds like if you've tried 5 or 6 foundations and none of them's working. So a lot of times people learn to start with skincare to make their makeup look their best. And then, so, we evaluate their skin and assess their skin. And then we go through a little ingredients tutorial. And there's a couple of apps that you can actually download. One is from the Environmental Working Group. And the EWG, they're the ones who come out with the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15 produce list every year.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever heard of that?
No, I have not.
Yeah, every year they're going, if you can't afford organic, avoid these things because they're really dirty. We've tested them. They're full of pesticides and other contaminants this year. But here's other non-organic produce that has grown very well and is very low in toxicity. So a lot of people are used to that. They also rate ingredients in cosmetics and shampoos and soaps, things like that. So you keep that app on your phone. It's called Healthy Living by the Environmental Working Group. And there's another app you can download for free called Think Dirty. And it's about dirty ingredients versus clean ingredients.
Yeah. So for those folks who have sensitive skin like myself and sometimes have issues, especially when it comes to eczema and so forth, what are your suggestions for those type people?
Yeah. So there's lots of great products out now that don't just mask the issue. Believe it or not, buying fragrance-free products because you think the fragrance is going to affect your skin, and that's true. But what many of the mask companies do is they put a lot of other synthetic ingredients on top of the fragrance to mask it instead of just using something more natural. Jojoba oil is very skin friendly. Rose oil is one of the most skin-friendly oils you can use for people who have any kind of eczema, dermatitis breakout. Vitamin E oil is actually very good. And you don't have to put so much on your skin that your skin is oily. Just pat it in and treat it. Vitamin E oil and a little raw organic coconut oil. My granddaughter has eczema, and my daughter makes this recipe that turns it into a salve that really treats it. And if you learn how to treat your skin and learn maybe what food or stressors
Mm.
cause a
That's,
breakout? Yeah. Do you have stress in your life? Think.
mm. Yeah,
Owning a business, having a family, right?
that's right.
So, and when people come to me with specific, like I have eczema, I have rosacea, I also, have some articles that I've looked up online and I'll shoot them to you. I was like,
Mhm.
here's some things from people who have, home remedies where everything's not just a pharmacological pill. I praise
Yeah,
the Lord for having medication for when we really need it, but
yeah,
we shouldn't be dependent on pill after pill after pill. We should learn
that's
how
right.
to eat right and what to put on our skin to take care of us, right?
Mhm.
Then we have to take less pills. So I
That's right.
send articles of information that affect their whole life, because if you're having a flare up, you don't feel as good about how you look as when you're not having a flare up, right?
That's right. That's right. I know
Cool.
I use a lot of those oils on my hair because I have the natural hair and on my locks. Like right now, my locks, I kind of twirl them up so that because they're so long. So then during the summer, I try to keep them up off my neck because that's where the eczema breaks out on the back of my neck. Um, but I do use those oils, not the rose oil.
Mhm.
Um, hmm, but
But
that's
you have to
still
watch what other ingredients are in that hair oil, because it might be lending to your eczema. So it might have some really good oils in it, but what else is in there? What other products are in there that could be causing an eczema flare up on the back of your neck? So those are things we look at when we look at products. It's like, oh yeah, it's got this great oil in it. It's natural. And then it's like, do you see this preservative
mm,
that causes problems, and you might not even be aware something on the ingredient list is a trigger.
wow. So everything kind of encompasses itself. It's the circle of life, right?
It's
So,
the whole life. It's your
so
whole
what?
life.
How? What are some takeaway that you can leave our audience with, just to um, give them something that can help them? If they're having um, problems with their skin or not, or but take it away.
Okay, so when you're shopping, please have those apps downloaded on your phone, the Healthy Living app by the Environmental Working Group or Think Dirty. They are third-party independent watchdog groups. They're not government regulated because there are no government regulations
Mm,
on personal care labels,
that's right.
whether that's your makeup, skincare, shampoo. So arm yourself when you go shopping. Both of those apps have scanners. A lot of times you can hold up your phone to the barcode label at
Hmm.
Ulta and scan it. And if that product is in there, it'll give you a score showing
Yeah.
you where it is on the toxicity level. So arm yourself with that.
Mhm.
Um, Learn what triggers skin flare ups. Some people it's blemishes, some people it's rosacea, some people it's hormonal issues. Learn what your triggers are and be willing to do some elimination with products that you're already using that may seem really good, but then look up all the ingredients and say online, spend some time or hire me to help you with it and find out what foods. Honestly, a lot of what we eat contributes to flare ups that we have on our skin and on our
Mm.
scalp, and that affects our hair. So be your best friend and be your best advocate. And
Yeah.
if with looking at labels, learn how to look at the labels, use the apps, and find out from people like me who've been doing this for years and years and years. And
Hmm.
take the time, because you're worth it.
Yes,
Honestly, you're
that's
you're
right.
worth. You have a purpose in life. You were created to love and be loved, and everyone has something to give. And it's kind of like the oxygen mask when you're on the plane. If you're
Hmm.
not taking care of yourself, you got nothing to give to anybody else who may
That's,
be in dire circumstances too.
yeah.
And I learned that the hard way in my 30s. I mean, they were saying maybe 6 months to a year. And when you hear that kind of news, you're like, I'm doing an about face. And so here I am. I'm now almost 59, and I've learned a lot, and people want to know this more.
Yeah.
And so it, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to look up stuff online. And probably medical doctors. I love medical doctors, but they're not the best people to go to for skincare and
Yeah.
makeup questions. Sorry,
Yeah.
they're just not. They really haven't. Most have not been trained in it.
Mhm. Well, I've gone to dermatologists and I've had like 10 different medications that they wanted me to put in different spots, my hair, my arm, my back. I mean, just everywhere, a part of the body. So, I'm not a fan of the doctors myself. I know that they're good and God put them here for a good
Right.
reason, but I think that they need to find other methods before they throw all of these medications on you.
Or we need to learn how to find the answers and not have to pay the doctor, because
That's
there's enough people out there now who are throwing up the flare saying, ask me. I've been there, done that, and I'm
mhm,
doing the research that the doctors don't have time to do, honestly.
right.
If I go for my skin cancer check every year. They do the mold checks. They look all over my body up and down. They found something in the middle of my back a couple years ago. I'm glad they caught it early. Yay. I'm not going to go to my dermatologist to ask her what skincare, because she actually has reps come in that sell her skincare for her to turn around and sell to other people.
That's right. That's right.
Not blaming her for that, but she's not the person I'm going to ask about all the ingredients. She didn't have time for that. I want to go to her so I don't have skin cancer,
That's right.
but you want to know about all the other ingredients and stuff going in your body, you need to talk to someone who knows the holistic route.
Yes, yes. So thank you so much for showing up. Great
Yeah.
information. Would you tell our audience, I did put your information inside of the post, so guys, make sure you go there. But tell us how we can find you and how we can make an appointment with you.
Yeah. Okay. So on Instagram and Facebook business, Whole Life Beauty. And then my website is wholelifebeauty.biz, B-I-Z, because I'm in the beauty biz. And you can reach out to me from my website, or you can DM me on Facebook business or Instagram. Yeah, I would love to hear from you. But most of my people go ahead through my website and connect with me through there, because I'll get a
Awesome.
notification. Yeah.
And all of
So,
that information is there. Would you mind going and adding the information about those apps that we can use in the store? Would be great.
now how do I do that with you?
So you'll see when I tagged you in the broadcast, you should
Hmm.
see a tag or information. And once you see that tag, you can just go in and do
Just
a comment and comment with that information.
okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if you just hold tight, let me close out my audience. I'll be right back. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, guys, you know what time it is. It's time for me to get out of here. But I'm excited that you joined us today. And remember to meet us right here, Tuesdays live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same tech time, same tech channel. You know what? I'm signing off for now, but I'll see you soon. Take care.